White gold Xinjiang's cotton legacy. Xinjiang, a region in northwest China, is synonymous with cotton. It's a key player in the global cotton industry. This region produces about 20% of the world's cotton. This makes it a crucial source for businesses and consumers globally. Xinjiang's history with cotton runs deep. The region's arid climate and fertile soil create ideal conditions for cotton cultivation. For centuries, this white gold has been a cornerstone of Xinjiang's economy. It has played a vital role in the global textile trade. Xinjiang's cotton production has surged in recent decades. This is due to factors like government subsidies and advancements in agricultural technology. The region's importance to the global cotton supply chain cannot be overstated. It's a linchpin for countless brands and retailers worldwide. Dark threads: forced labor allegations. In recent years, disturbing allegations have surfaced about forced labor practices within Xinjiang's cotton industry. Human rights groups and international observers have raised concerns. They claim that the Uyghur population, a predominantly Muslim minority group in Xinjiang, is being systematically forced into labor on cotton farms. Evidence suggests that the Chinese government is orchestrating this forced labor system. Reports and witness testimonies describe a coordinated effort. Uyghurs are allegedly being transferred from their homes to cotton farms. This is often done under the guise of vocational training programs. These allegations paint a grim picture of human rights abuses within Xinjiang's cotton industry. Workers are reportedly subjected to harsh living and working conditions, with little to no freedom or compensation. The use of forced labor is a grave violation of international law and raises serious ethical questions about the sourcing of cotton from Xinjiang. Global backlash. Brands and sanctions. The allegations of forced labor in Xinjiang have triggered a global backlash. Governments, organizations, and consumers are taking a stand against these human rights abuses. The United States, for instance, has imposed import restrictions on cotton and other goods from Xinjiang. These restrictions aim to pressure China to address the forced labor concerns. Numerous international brands, including H&M, Nike, and Adidas, have publicly distanced themselves from Xinjiang cotton. These companies have pledged to eliminate Xinjiang cotton from their supply chains. This is due to the growing reputational risks associated with sourcing from the region. Consumers are also becoming more aware of the ethical implications of their purchasing decisions. Many are choosing to boycott brands that continue to use Xinjiang cotton in their products. This growing consumer activism is pushing brands to prioritize ethical sourcing and transparency in their supply chains. Section 4. China's response: denial and defiance. The Chinese government vehemently denies all allegations of forced labor in Xinjiang. They maintain that these claims are fabricated and politically motivated attempts to undermine China's economic growth and international standing. State-run media outlets have launched counter-campaigns portraying Xinjiang as a model of economic development and social harmony. Within China, there has been a wave of nationalist sentiment in support of Xinjiang cotton. Many Chinese consumers have expressed anger at international brands for boycotting Xinjiang cotton. This has led to calls for boycotts of these brands within China. The Chinese government has also retaliated against countries and organizations that have criticized its policies in Xinjiang. This has further escalated tensions and complicated efforts to address the forced labor concerns. Section 5. The future of fashion: ethical consumption and supply chain transparency. The Xinjiang cotton controversy has exposed the complexities and ethical dilemmas embedded in global supply chains. It highlights the urgent need for greater transparency and accountability in the fashion industry. Consumers are demanding ethical sourcing practices and want to know the origins of the products they buy. The controversy also underscores the growing influence of consumer activism. As consumers become more aware of social and environmental issues, they are wielding their purchasing power to drive change. Brands can no longer afford to ignore ethical considerations. Moving forward, the fashion industry must prioritize ethical sourcing, supply chain transparency, and human rights due diligence. This requires collaboration between brands, governments, and civil society organizations to develop effective solutions that protect workers' rights and promote sustainable practices. The future of fashion depends on it.